Everyone says the Premier League is the best league in the world, but after what we just saw, that statement, wow, do we still believe it? Because this wasn't luck at all. No. 7-2. Wow. Premier League has been exposed. Guys, can you remember the conversations you had with your friends? The Premier League is the best league in the world. You know why? Because compared to other leagues, it's not just one or two clubs competing against each other. It's a lot of clubs, it's a lot of money, it's teams like West Ham United who can compete, not this year by the way, but they are an away game against Manchester United, is against West Ham United, sorry, is just extremely tough compared to, for example, the farmer leagues like the Bundesliga or Ligue 1 in France with PSG and the others not being good enough, and Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga and the others not being good enough. But back to the Premier League, if we compare the teams like Chelsea, Newcastle United, also a lot of money, they can compete for the Champions League. That's why they've been playing in the Champions League this season. If we talk about Arsenal, talk about Liverpool, we talk about Tottenham, a lot of teams can compete. That's why I compared them. So everyone said, yo, the Premier League, that's the toughest, most physical, but also the best league in the world. That's just, this is not about, these results hurt. And it's not just this week, and it's not just the results that hurt, it's also the fact that the reputation is at stake. That's how I call it, because what happened is not just, this is just a beatdown. Newcastle United has been spanked, and it's not just Newcastle United, but I'll talk about it later. This video is about Barcelona versus Newcastle United. 7-2 at home for Barcelona, and they played 1-1 in the first leg. So that's 8-2 on aggregate, which is terrible for the Premier League reputation. You know what's quite funny about Barcelona and Newcastle United? This tie was a struggle for Barcelona in the first leg because they didn't play a good game. Newcastle United was all over the place, and it ended in a 1-1 draw. And they basically, no, it wasn't lucky because they deserved the penalty, but it was lucky because Newcastle United could have scored the second one, but they ended up drawing 1-1. Shout out to Lamine Yamal. But then there's some contrast here, because the second leg, though, after they had a lot of confidence, they won a lot of confidence winning against Sevilla in the league. They won 7-2, which meant that they won 8-3, by the way. Let me correct myself. I said 8-2, 8-3 on aggregate, which is insane. A lot of confidence, big contrast, and instead of struggling again, they showed what they are capable of. And not just a few players in the attack, but the whole collective. Everyone played a good game. Lewandowski scored, Fermin Lopez scored, Lamine Yamal, Bernal scored, Rafinha with 2 goals and I think 2 assists again, which is insane. Now let's slow it down a little bit, because guys, I've seen a few comments stating Barcelona is gonna win it all. But you guys want to know who their next opponent is? Atletico Madrid. And I know 2 teams in Europe who always manage to expose Barcelona, their playstyle. Inter Milan, and their next opponent in the quarterfinals of the Champions League, Atletico Madrid. And if you right there know football, you must have seen that the last time they faced, Atletico Madrid managed to knock out Barcelona, and it was an amazing tie. The first leg ended in 4-0, in a 4-0 win for Atletico Madrid at home, and the away game, the second leg, Barcelona won 3-0, but Atletico Madrid won 4-3 on aggregate and knocked out Barcelona. So from now on, it's gonna get tough for Barcelona, because it's no more Newcastle United. This is Atletico Madrid. It's a big test, and right after I think they're gonna play either Arsenal or Sporting. So it's gonna start now. So before you guys start stating, yo, Barcelona's gonna win it all. Have you seen how many goals they scored? I get it. It's Barcelona. They are tough. Give them their flowers for sure. But Atletico Madrid, it's not gonna get easy, man. It's not. But in terms of confidence, This is a good thing because Rafinha played a really good game. Once again, that's not even a surprise. Lewandowski, he scored 2 goals, 9.1 out of 10. Fermin Lopez, 8.4. Lamine Yamal, 8.4 out of 10. Pedri played a... Nah, he didn't play that well. Kubarso didn't play that well. João Cancelo didn't play that well. And I think he's phenomenal, man. It was such a good footballer. Not just a defender or a left back, right back. Such a good footballer. Bernal played a good game. Martin played a good game. It's not the first time, by the way. Big shout out to him. Give him his flowers. And Barnes is also a really important player for Newcastle United. Elanga scored 2 goals, which is a good thing because he's a striker and he's done. No, he's a right winger, but he's an attacker. So he scored 2 goals. Which made him important. But the whole thing is, come on, guys, if you see those numbers, this is not a joke, it's not coincidence, it's not a mistake or something. This is domination, man. It's not normal. It's just spanking the ass crazy. And I know Barcelona is strong at home, but yeah, this is crazy. And also, the last time they played at home in an important game was Atletico Madrid, where they won 3-0. They were dominating as well. So Barcelona is actually capable of beating top opponents, and that's something that's really important because when we look at the knockout, sorry, whoa, I'm tripping. When we look at the knockout, it's Barcelona against Atletico Madrid, April 8th, in 2 weeks. So that's going to be fun. It's going to be tough. The winner will play either Sporting or Arsenal. And the left side of the bracket is even more insane. It's crazy, guys. It's crazy, guys. Whoa. And all the other Premier League teams as well. Terrible, terrible. They didn't do a great job. But it is what it is. So, guys, for those who said the Premier League is the best league in the world, could you please explain to us why and whether it's still true or not? Because boy, oh boy, guys, explain it to us. Because this 7-2 and 8-3 on aggregate was beyond crazy.